Even though those words only numbered to a brief dozen, he only paid attention to two, Qiao and Hao. Back then, it had been a long time since he hadn't seen her. People around him didn't know her, and so those two words endlessly replayed in his mind. Suddenly, when he heard someone say the name that was engraved in his heart, he was startled. After a long while, his brain finally started moving again, but all he thought about over and over again was to pretend to be married to Qiao and Hao. He clearly knew Qiao Wanli and Han Rushu hated him, but after remaining silent for a long time, he still agreed to do it. He agreed without making any requests or proposing any conditions. It wasn't for anything else, but those two words, Qiao and Hao. Even if he had to endure any grievances and hate, it was worth it. As no one knew about it. Back then, he had been so excited. He felt like it was the heavens finally giving him such a wonderful opportunity, a reason to appear by her side again. Jiamu. Qiao Anxia saw Lu Jinian first. She waved and smiled at him. Qiao and Hao, who had her back to Lu Jinian, immediately turned around. She walked closer to Lu Jinian, before smiling sweetly and calling out, "Brother Jiamu! Brother Jiamu!" The woman's voice was soft and gentle. Those two words coming from between her teeth, it sounded like there were hints of real emotion there. It wasn't like how she called him. She would always sound distant and polite with Mr. Lu. But recently, she had made him extraordinarily satisfied, for she'd called him by his name twice. Lu Jinian pushed down the sour feeling in his heart and stared at Qiao and Hao with a little warmth. He naturally pulled her over and hugged her soft hips. Even though Lu Jinian was dressed up as Qiao Jiamu, his body odor didn't change. When Qiao and Hao hugged his waist, her heart raced like crazy when she smelt the light scent of him. There were hints of shyness in her eyes. The new married couple didn't hold back with their love for each other, as the two of them acted so sweet and affectionate towards one another. A person's appearance could change, but not the voice, and so when Lu Jinian approached someone both he and Qiao and Hao knew, he would do his best not to talk. As time passed, everyone believed it was Qiao Jiamu's disfigurement by the car accident, which caused him to change in personality and not talk as much. And so, Lu Jinian only pursed his lips and nodded at Qiao Anxia, who had just greeted him enthusiastically. After the car accident, Qiao Anxia was very accepting of the silent Qiao Jiamu, and so she pointed at Chen Yan next to herself. She introduced him, "Jiamu, this is my boyfriend, Chen Yan." Chen Yan kindly pulled out his arm. "Hello." As usual, Lu Jinian didn't say a word, just shook hands with Chen Yan. Qiao and Hao was afraid that if they lingered for too long, they'd be caught out by Qiao Anxia, so she immediately found an excuse to leave. "Brother Jiamu and I are going to greet other guests." After waiting for Qiao Anxia and Chen Yan to nod, she held on to Lu Jinian and left. Qiao Jiamu's birthday party started at 8 on the dot. Qiao Wanli and Han Rushu were also afraid to be caught out, and so they started the party off by giving their birthday wishes. Han Rushu went up on the podium and spoke. Lu Jinian could only stand on the podium and wait for her to finish speaking. He raised the glass and drank with everyone.